you know? Hey, what up everybody? Stan Smith from Iron Sharp Canine, and y'all know who this little guy is. We got the General. So we're gonna be teaching him some basic commands. We're gonna be teaching him some tricks, work on his recall. The first thing we are going to do today is build the value of the clicker, because this means nothing to him yet. Oh, what is that? It's a noise? So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna show you how we're gonna do it. So one of the first things I like to do with the dog is put them on a retractable leash so they can get out their distance. And there's a cat over there. And I want to start building my value to the General. So when he comes back and checks in, I'm gonna click and I'm gonna reward. Yeah, that's good stuff, huh? So now he knows he's getting paid when he comes back. So he's gonna be more likely to. General, yes, good. And this is the very first thing I want to do. I want to build the value in the clicker, and I want my words to have meaning. So every time he gets to the end of this flexi, he's checking in. This is very good because he's gonna start learning his boundaries. So now we're just gonna go on a little stroll. When he gets to the end of it, yes, good. I want him to come back and check in. Come on, Jen, let's go. So he's over here playing with a cat. General. Yes. Good. That's some good stuff on. So in the beginning stages, I'm not even asking him too much of anything. I'm saying his name and I'm moving, showing him that coming to me, yes sir, is a good thing, people. When you're working with a dog, building a relationship and a bond with them is the most valuable thing that you can do. You don't have to be yelling, you don't have to be screaming. Just have something the dog likes, mark these behaviors, and they'll work for you. So let's see, what all do you know, Mr. General? Let's see. Oh, you know sit? Let's see. Sit. That's good. Let's see what else he can do. General, spin. Spin. All right, so he doesn't have that one yet. What about twist? That's twistish. We'll reward it. So we got to work on that as well. Ready? Let's see. Down. Oh yeah! So all we're doing is luring him right now into these positions so he starts learning to get his body there. And when he is in those positions, we're gonna click and reward. So he starts learning that they are valuable. Yeah! That's it. That's it. And I love enthusiasm, and people are gonna say, you're letting him jump on you. Yes, because we're actually gonna teach him parkour where he's gonna be jumping off of my chest and bouncing off. So I want him to have energy. I want him to want these things. I don't want him to think he's gonna get in trouble for having fun. We are having fun with these dogs, people. General, yes. All right, so one of the first ways we teach is developing a lure. So I like to have the treats in the palm of my hand so the dog's muzzle can be right there. So when we're gonna start the tricks, like his spin, we're gonna lure him. Good. And we're gonna reward after he's finished. So again, Jen, attaboy. Good job, good job. And I'm not worried about labeling it with a word right now because he doesn't know it. It doesn't have any value. So I want to get this position, that motion right, before I start labeling it. Because if you start labeling it and they're gonna be doing it slow or sloppily, they are going to know, yes sir, that they can do it sloppy. And we don't want that. We want fast, we want crisp, we want energy. So every time we want to get a little faster. Yeah. And a little faster until he starts getting that speed we're looking for. Yes, sir. Good. Good. Yes, so good. Free. And this is something that's very important. You work with the dog for a little bit, and then you got to give him breaks. So I'm going to let him go over there and chase the cat. I'm going to let him go have a grand old time for a little bit, because if you never allow your dog to be a dog and you're always military dictator hard on them, when they get an inch of freedom, they're gone. And you may lose your dog that way, people, by being too hard on them. And that's not to say that you don't have boundaries and you don't have a routine and you don't have things that the dog has to do, but they don't have to be working 24/7. When you're talking to the dog, that's their job. When you're talking to them, yes, it should be particular. There should be exact ways to do it. General, yes. But when he's not working, give your dog that off time, people. You're gonna have a better relationship and your dog's gonna wanna come back to you in these situations. So there's a cat over there. General, yes, good boy. And all we're doing is building the value right now, people. building my value in his life. So I also want to teach him to spin the other way, and that's going to be twist. But again, we're not labeling it. We just want to get him used to using his back end. Good. So you got to get him moving a little bit, and then you want him, boom. And once he starts learning how to use his back end, good. He's actually going to be way more athletic because he's going to be able to whoop, duck and dash even better than he already can. Yes. So we'll just do this a couple more times. So he's starting to get the idea, good boy, of how to move his body. Good, yeah. And now you're seeing that speed. Now you're seeing him whip around, and he knows where that reward is. Yeah, bubba. Yeah, bubba. You ready? You ready? Oh, yeah. I'm going for speed in the very beginning before I start labeling anything again, and I want to stress that into people. The words don't matter. The dog has no clue what any word means until you show them. So the learning phase is a lot of this. Yes, sir. Oh, who's that, Cans? You skinny cat? Good. Good. Yes, sir. Good boy. Yes, sir. Good boy. Free. And I also, again, want to end. This is the done. We're done with that session. So I told him free. Now you can go sniff the cat. Now you can go pee on stuff. Do what a dog is going to do. You have to allow your dog to be a dog. Again, if you don't, they're going to take advantage of that if they get an ounce of freedom. They are not robots. They are living, breathing, thinking animals. And we have to motivate them to do what we want when we want them to. So, a dog like this who's eager to work, we're going to use rewards. We're going to use treats. Yes! And obviously, the more we work with him, the less you're going to have to reward. But in the learning phase, we want to make sure this dog understands that he gets something every single time we talk to him, basically. Because we want our value, we want our words to be more valuable than a cat, than another dog, than another stranger. Whatever it is, you should be the most important thing in your dog's life. And if this dog has this amount of drive, yeah! Enthusiasm is going to beat repetition any day of the week. If the dog is having fun working with you, they are going to want to work with you, people. Yes. So then, you want to stop while you are ahead. While the dog is high energy, paying attention to you. And at this point, this is where we would go put the general up, people. So again, over the next couple of days, we're going to have the general. We're going to be working with him. And we're going to see how far we can push this little guy in 1 week. So y'all stay tuned. All right, people. So you just saw the first training session with Mr. General, with El General. And again, all we're doing is building value in the clicker. I want to build value in my words. I want him to know that we're going to have a good time working together. I want to show him how to move his body. I want him to understand that there's this way and there's that way. Speed gets the reward. If he's doing it slow, sloppy, that does not get the reward. So over the time, we're going to continue to build him up, teach him the positions, and then mark the words after he understands how to go very fast. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you just wanted to look at the general, man, y'all need to share, like, subscribe, and as always, people, just take care of your dog.